Hello, welcome. Hi Frank.
Hiya. Yes.
How are you?
Okay. Yes. It's surviving.
It's a beautiful, sunny, beautiful, gorgeous day in Aberdeenshire.
Yes.
Welcome everyone as you're beginning to join us. Frank Thomson in the kitchen. Where are you? Come join us and tell me where's your kitchen? Where are you from? Because we get people, as you know, from Canada.
Kitchens all over the globe.
Kitchens all over the globe. I think we're a bit lopsided, but let me just see if we can be less lopsided. Is that a wee bit better?
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to you. Welcome, Junie McPherson. Lovely to be with us, Junie and Sean. Great, and Moira MacArthur. Lovely. Elizabeth Mackenzie has joined us. They're all beginning to join us fast. They're very punctual, our lot.
I must say they are.
They
yes.
are.
Yeah, we're pretty punctual ourselves, though.
We're not too bad. We're not too bad. Welcome if you're just joining us and you're just coming into the kitchen in Aberdeenshire with Frank Thomson, and you can hear Roxy Rose barking outside.
Absolutely, yes.
It's a bit of a dreich night, but the golfer is out there chucking the frisbee and generally being energetic, so there'll be a rammy and a racket when they come in. Do you want to kick off with some tunes, Frank?
Why not?
What are you going to?
Well, starting off with a little march that was originated in Shetland, and I like the name of the second one. It's quite a mouthful. It's Eric and Elsie Goodfellow's Pearl Wedding Anniversary March.
Excellent.
Isn't that lovely? Yes.
Yes. Written by, do we know who wrote it?
John Burns from Glasgow.
Oh,
yeah,
fantastic.
He's a great composer.
Yes, great. What a way to start a Monday kitchen concert. I mean, that is fantastic. I love it. Cheers me up every time you come to this kitchen.
Keeps the toes tapping.
Keeps the toes tapping. And I know that toes were tapping only a week ago for a very special lady whose birthday it was. And we should give a big shout out to Gladys Sangster.
Yes. An amazing lady, as you probably know.
Yes, and wonderful lady.
Her party was on Thursday night to celebrate her 95th birthday.
95.
And the guest list was like a who's who from Aberdeen, and champagne was flowing for 7 hours. In fact, there's a lady watching it. I think I saw her name come up, Moira MacArthur. She was a guest.
Moira, were you there?
Yes, indeed.
Sipping the night fantastic, not just tripping the night.
She's an amazing lady. She's had a long career. She was an income tax inspector for the revenue for about, I think, 30 odd years, and she joined...
And she's got lots of friends.
Absolutely.
Despite that, she's lots of friends.
Yes, anyway, she's an icon. And of course, she's a singer herself. Her husband, Colin, conducted the Gaelic choir about 20
Aberdeen Gaelic choir.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, Gladys, if you're watching, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gladys. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip hooray. Hip,
Cheers,
hooray,
yes,
hip, hooray.
cheers, yes.
And Alistair Reid would have been there.
Yes, you're quite right, yes. He was serving the champagne for about 7 hours on end. And doing work in the kitchen as well.
And they looked so well on it. I mean, if ever there was an advert for drinking fizz, it is you and Gladys and Alistair. There's been lots of requests for today, not just to get off, but to keep going.
Well, that may come later, yes.
We're maybe going to go to the west coast, first of all, to the skyline of Skye. An old song of my dad's actually, or my dad sang it years ago, but there's more requests coming up that are very much of a west coast nature. Would you give me The islands are calling me back home again, and I long for the skyline of Skye. My love is waiting, my love from the glen, 'neath the beautiful skyline of Skye. I left him one springtime, there I loved him so. The blue mountains whispered, "You're foolish to go." As I sailed with the tide, something died here inside. How I cried for the skyline of Skye. In memory I'm hearing the ghost of a tune that keeps haunting my heart with a sigh. It tells of our parting that sad afternoon. It's the song of the skyline of Skye. The road to the islands comes down to the sea, and that's where my love will be waiting for me. And together we'll stay till we're both old and grey, 'neath the beautiful skyline of Skye. And together we'll stay till we're both old and grey, 'neath the beautiful skyline of Skye.
Lovely song.
Oh.
Yeah.
A lovely song, and I would actually like to send out my profound condolences to the Wood family, to Melvin and Callum. One of our very regular listeners, Doreen Wood, very sadly died last week, and Doreen tuned in every week without fail and sent so many lovely messages, and just the most wonderful lady. So to all the family of Doreen Wood, our condolences, and she very much loved all the West Coast tunes, but she loved all music. She just she enjoyed listening to you, Frank, and the kitchen concerts.
Yes,
and are you playing? Are you thinking of playing?
Yeah, I think you must have removed my piece of music here. Is it? Don't worry about it.
What were you thinking?
Well, somebody at Gladys's party suggested I play La Mer. She wanted something French, but I forgot what to play after it. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Are you going to play that?
Stick around, yeah.
Oh, I'll stick around. have transported all of us to Gay Paris, where I hope the temperatures are dropping a little. We don't have that. We don't have that problem in the northeast of Scotland. They've
At the moment, right? Yes,
dropped.
right now.
They've certainly dropped.
The word tonight is neon. Who or what is neon?
Who or what? The golfer is saying, who or what is neon?
N-E-O-N.
N-E-O-N. Who or what is neon? Would you let your dog in? She's barking out there. Please.
Neon.
Neon. I have
Short
no
for
idea.
Naomi.
I have I also want to say hello to Doris McCorkindale. Thank you, Doris Corkindale. Thank you, Doris, for sending me that message. And Kenny Jackson is saying, well played. And Marion Mustard, hello, Fiona and Frank. Here's Roxy Rose. She's come into the kitchen. Now, I have a request here, Frank.
Oh, yes, okay.
From one of our most regular watchers, the McPherson family. Junie McPherson, hello Junie. Junie comes to all the concerts, watches, and she was reminiscing a little bit about her dad saw me sing The Dark Island when I think I was 9 years of age at the Old Empire Theatre in Inverness. And of course, as we know, there's a very famous but not quite so known, or it is very well known but not sung perhaps as often, which is the version I'm going to just do a wee version of for Junie. It was first known as Dr. Mackay's Farewell to Gregory and Dr. McInnes's Farewell to South Uist, and composed in about 1958. The instrumental was later known as The Dark Island after the BBC 1962 series of the same name starring Robert Hardy. Many of you might remember that. In 1963, words were set by Stuart Ross of Inverness, and it's a Stuart Ross version.
Yes.
My father recorded Stuart's version. I recorded. So, Junie, this is the one that you've particularly requested, and she says that her dad saw me sing this and never forgot it. I don't know why. Maybe it was so bad that I couldn't forget it. And she would like Frank to give you some Gaelic tunes, which you usually do. And Wilma, her sister, is waiting on a shoulder replacement operation, and she's been struggling with this, and she had a bad fall, I think, and she has been struggling with the pain and the inconvenience of it all since March. So Wilma, for you, for Junie, The Dark Island, and it's the Stuart Ross's version, which I'll just do as I sang by myself with no accompaniment. Are you washing the potatoes there?
Cherries.
Cherries, okay. Would you not make too much of a noise then? He could not care. Do you know, there's art going on here, creativity going on with waters and dogs.
All part of the sound effects for the Ceilidh.
So this is the version that I grew up knowing. In the years long gone by, when I first left my home, I was young and I wanted the wide world to roam. But now I am older and wiser, you see, for that lovely dark island is calling to me. Though I've wandered away from the land of my birth and been roaming around to the ends of the earth, still my heart is at home in that land far away, that lovely dark island where memories stray. that far distant shore, and from that dear island I'll wander no more, till the day that I die. I will no longer roam, for that lovely dark island will be my last home. Though I've wandered away from the land of my birth, and been roaming around to the ends of the earth, still my heart is at home in that land far away, that lovely dark island where memories stray, that lovely dark island where memories stray.
I'm sure there's lots of people wonder if there's an island, you know, that the song depicts.
The island was Benbecula.
Oh, I see, I didn't know that.
Yes, so
No.
it originally was about.
How often have you played it?
Well, so many
50, 60 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and yes, it was, and as I said earlier, it did date back to probably about 1958, and it was known as Dr. Mackay's farewell to Gregory, and also Dr. McInnes's farewell to South Hughes.
Yeah.
And speaking of McInnes, I want to wish Fiona McInnes a very happy birthday. It's her birthday today, so so there is a time. So Junie, I hope that you're well, and happy memories of your dad. Wilma, hope that operation goes splendidly well and you get out of pain. My friend Anne Houston, who's coming here Wednesday, she fell over at the beginning of the year on the ice, and she did in her rotator cuff.
Was she silver?
And very painful. It was too. Very, very painful.
Yeah.
Very painful.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's. I don't know whether anyone answered the golfer's clue about neon. While they're thinking about it, thank you, Elizabeth. That's lovely to have you with us. And there's some new friends joining us. Lovely to have you with us. John Conroy. And there's so many people joining us that are new to the kitchen concert. What are you going to play now, Frank?
Well, I thought you were going to sing Tobermory Bay. No.
Well, I could
you still
do.
got some bread?
Yes,
Yeah,
I could.
okay,
Absolutely. Let me.
Yeah.
I think I've got
It's,
some bread. My
Still-
mum used to
still
sing
on the
this.
West Coast, of course.
Yes, to Tobermory. Well, my mum used to sing this one. So a lot of people will remember this. Kenny Jackson is saying he's enjoyed that. Thank you. And Jean Fakeney, thank you so much, Jean. And Pamela Jane Howie, lovely to have you with us. Great. And Irene Farker, she's enjoying tonight. So that's lovely. I'm yearning for my Hebridean island. The mountains there are heather sweet today. It may be just because my heart is Highland. I long for Mull and Tobermory Bay, the fishing boats, the nip of autumn weather, the spindrift, the excitement of the fray, the toil of hauling in the nets together, then homing back to Tobermory Bay. Down here I feel I'm not belonging rightly. The lowlands are attractive in their way, but all the same my mind is anchored tightly to sunrise over Tobermory Bay. To kindly folk, too honest to deceive me, I'd guarantee their goodness any day. Their Highland hearts are truer gold, believe me, than all the gold in Tobermory Bay. The birds need only lift their wings and wonder. I wish I were as fortunate as they. If I had wings to spread, I'd fly them yonder and settle down by Tobermory Bay. My dream of Mull grows stronger still and stronger. So strong it is I dare not disobey. It's home for me, I can indeed no longer resist the call of Tobermory Bay.
One of my favourite songs. One of my favourite places as well, indeed.
It is such a lovely place, and of course they filmed Balamory there.
That's right.
My lovely friend Juliet Cadso. Juliet often watches. Wonderful actress Juliet Cadso, who's also in River City, and all the beautiful different coloured houses, and Bobby McLeod, of course.
Of course, Mishnish.
The Mishnish Hotel, and all the folk that used to sail from the west coast, you know, from near Glasgow, near Helensburgh, all the way up to Tobermory. There's that marvellous race, isn't there, that goes up?
The Clyde Regatta, I think it is.
Yeah.
The regatta comes out once a year, and the whole bay is full of sails. It's lovely to look at. Yeah, it's a great
It
weekend.
sounds also like a song. I don't know if Vera Lynn ever recorded it, but as I was singing it just now, it sort of made me kind of feel like Vera Lynn or somebody. It's that sort of age. I
think Bing Crosby recorded that.
Did Bing Crosby record
I think he
it?
did, yes.
I think you're right.
He did.
I think
He
you're
did,
right.
yeah,
It does have that feel of going back to the 50s.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or maybe a bit before, maybe the 40s. You're all too young for that, I know. You won't know the answer to that. What are you going to play, Frank?
Well, still on the west coast.
Okay.
You'll know them all.
Yes.
time on the West Coast.
We're spending a lot. Well, if Junie McPherson, and I know Neil Strachan was asking for some good Scottish tunes, and as all our lovely viewers know and our regulars know, you don't always know what to expect on this kitchen concert. You kind of do with Frank and I. But sometimes we give you a surprise.
Yes.
And it's actually good to be surprised.
Yes.
You know, it can be jazz, it can be a bit of rock, it can be pop, it can be...
It's all about sitting on the edge of your seat. Or
But
pants.
you were telling me, I mean, I think the great thing about Scottish country dance music, and I know I've said it before, it's so uplifting.
Certainly is.
But you're going off to St Andrews. Tell us about what happens in St Andrews quite soon.
Every year there's a 4-week convention of dancers in St Andrews. Come from all areas, from Japan, from New Zealand, throughout Europe, Canada and America. They all converge on St Andrews for 4 weeks. And it's all about Scottish country dancing, teaching Scottish country dancing and putting people through their exam tests. And it's just an amazing week, 4-week period.
4 weeks of pure Scottish country dancing.
They take over St Andrews for 4 weeks. Every hall, the younger hall, the town hall, all church halls are taken over by the Scottish country dancing.
So
for
forget
this
golf
event.
and St Andrews for that for those 4 weeks. That's wonderful though. And you were telling me that it's all ages and stages.
Absolutely.
Just people who totally love to dance.
Yes, even Japanese people. There's a good contingent comes from Japan each year, and they're beautiful dancers because the Japanese people, they do things correctly. They do it properly.
Yes.
So their steps are almost balletic.
And also we were talking earlier about the great connection between Thomas Glover and particularly the northeast of Scotland, Fraserburgh area, who of course started in Mitsubishi and is so revered in Japan. So a lot of school children in Japan learn Scottish songs and know a lot about Scotland and,
yes,
and
it all
our
started
music.
from Thomas Glover's era, which would have been about 120 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
So they still revere him. He's like a god in
Yes.
Japan. Yes.
Yes, we should be doing more here.
Absolutely.
But lovely tunes, and I recognised in the middle you had Callum's Road. Did you start off with the Far Coolins?
That's right.
And then you went into the Callum's Road.
And what was the other one? I need to think about this. Oh, Moulin
Oh yes, which I love as well.
Which,
Is that a Canadian? Would that be a Canadian barn dance? That one?
Yes, it could be. Yes, yeah. It
I
can be
love
played
dancing.
as a suspe as well, but it's a lovely tune, and I'm sure there are words to it.
Yes, there are. Oh yeah, because you go into you do darum, you do darum, you do darum.
Just keep going, by the way.
You do darum, you do darum, you do darum. That was another one, Dad.
Lovely.
One of Dad's songs.
I remember that well.
Yes, all these dance tunes. I know that you love them too. It's great. So, will we do a song now, Frank? Will we come over to the East Coast now? Because we've done. There's a lovely one called Silver Darlings, which I know is one of Anne's favourite.
Is that the same one?
Alistair MacDonald actually made this very popular. And Alistair MacDonald, if he is watching, a big shout out to Alistair and Uncle Alistair and Aunt Angela. And if they're having their 6 o'clock gin and tonic. Well, my Uncle Alistair and Kate down the road, I'm not sure if they're all having their large gin and tonic.
Yes.
But it was Alistair that I first heard singing the Silver Darlings, which of course are herring. And I'm going to get this dog. Hang on, let me get the dog. Keep speaking about Silver Darlings. What is it? Silver Darlings. Come on. Can you come? Come on. Here we go. We've got Bronco back. Sorry to leave you for a minute. Come on, Bronco. Up you come. Come on. Oh, there you go. Oh, here we go. Here he is. Roxy Rose is outside with the frisbee. Bronco. They love it when you're here, Frank, because you would think that the accordion, being quite a loud instrument, that it would,
It certainly gave us a lot of applause during that last one. Yeah.
Whatever. Well, he's had enough and he's going to go and lie in his basket. So we're going to do Silver Darlings.
Well, hopefully we've got the right key here.
Oh, herrings are harvests that fishermen glean. where flashes the silver through deep oceans green. And when herring harvests reach old Aberdeen, they're known as the silver darlings. Silver darlings on Aberdeen Quay, brought by the fishermen home from the sea to the city that stands twixt the dawn and the dee, the home of the silver darlings. The boats leave the harbour, their wakes spreading wide, and empty they roll with the swell of the tide. Oh, soon may their hatches be thrown open wide with a catch of the silver darlings. Silver darlings on Aberdeen Quay, brought by the fishermen home from the sea to the city that stands twixt the dawn and the dee, the home of the silver darlings. Ice on the rigging and death down below, with the gale screaming wild and the glass hanging low. The wives and the sweethearts are women who know the price of the silver darlings. Silver darlings on Aberdeen Quay, brought by the fishermen home from the sea to the city that stands twixt the dawn and the dee, the home of the silver darling. That song will be very dear to your heart. The silver darlings.
Yeah.
So the herring season has just started.
Yes. Yeah.
So soon we'll be getting herring, and sometimes we put them in the old-fashioned way.
Oatmeal.
We cook them in oatmeal. My favourite, herring and oatmeal.
Yes.
And we have new potatoes, herring and oatmeal, mustard sauce. Really tasty.
Oh, lovely.
When I was growing up, that's not what we did. My dad used to put the herring in a bucket of salt water, and the herring would soak sometimes for weeks, and then he would cook them in the brie with the potatoes, and then we'd pick our way through them because of the bones. A lot of people don't like the bones, but if you grow up with that, and it's so nutritious.
Yes, it was very popular fish back then. It's more cod and haddock that it seemed to.
Well, you'd be surprised.
Okay.
Herring, wouldn't you? I mean, pretty popular.
Yeah, very popular in Scandinavia because they marinate it and take all the bones away from it.
So the Scandinavians marinate it. The bones disappear in the marinade. So
and then you find the Germans do the Bismarck herring, which is vinegar.
Well, I love the Bismarck herring with vinegar.
Yes. Okay.
You're getting a fish lesson here, everyone, on herring. Now, hello to all of you that are joining us. Lovely to have you with us. Eileen Baird. Yes, my favourite too, Fiona, in oatmeal, says Aileen. I'm thinking Aileen rather than Eileen. Aileen, hello.
Robert Patterson was
and salt herring, dry potatoes, and a large glass of milk. Yummy, says Anne Houston.
Sounds good.
Yes, very delicious. And Diane McEwen. And gas is the neon. Is the answer gas?
No, that's neon. No.
That's neon, Anne. That's a company that you get your gas from.
Listen, Robert Patterson, the head greenkeeper at Royal Aberdeen, watches him when it's on saying to him,
Oh, so Robert Patterson, head greenkeeper at Royal Aberdeen, watches every Monday. Can I just say that the greens are magnificent. I was there very recently. I was also at Cruden Bay yesterday playing golf in advance of going to Harris, because we were going to Harris quite soon. And every year I take up golf about this time. Unlike the golfer who, of course, you know, is a seasoned golfer, I get so embarrassed that I go back every year to Harris with a handicap of 36 or something like that. And I'm trying my best. But Robert, thank you for joining us. Aberdeen, I played Aberdeen Ladies with my friend Adeline a couple of weeks ago. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. So, does Robert have one of our Jack Russells? No, that's someone else. That's someone else who's got. Because Roxy Rose's gone to sleep now. I think she's had the frisbee daft. Martin, welcome. It's lovely to have you with us. And everyone who's watching, we've got loads of people.
So no one's come up with Neon yet?
Has anyone come up with Neom other than the company that provides you? I hope it's not rude.
No, it's not.
Nobody knows. They've been looking. There's some names here that I cannot pronounce, so apologies to all the names I cannot pronounce. I think you better tell us what the answer
is. The Line. The Line. It's a new city being built in the northwest of Saudi Arabia.
Neom. Neom is the new.
And it's going to be 110 miles wide.
There's going to be a line 110 miles long in Saudi Arabia.
Like 250 yards wide.
By 250 yards wide.
And it's called The Line.
And it's called The Line.
And it's going to be carless, and it's going to be air
no
conditioned.
Cars.
Air conditioned, totally air conditioned. The whole city.
Air conditioned for how many miles?
110 miles.
110 miles with air conditioning.
Yeah.
That's not very green.
What?
It's not very green. Anyway, that's for another day. That's for another day. But there's no cars, so I suppose there's no cars. But there is air conditioning, so I'm confused about that.
Desalination.
It would be good for shopping, Fiona.
Yeah. Do you think there are any shops there?
Oh, no, it's everything.
There's going to be everything there. Oh, right, okay. Did any of you know that? I knew not. The golfer comes up with something new every. Jimmy Gould saying that was a great night, and Amanda Keith is saying thank you very much, Frank.
Lovely. Thank you.
Are you going to sign off with something nice? Frank Thomson, everybody. I know you're all clapping at home. I know you're all tapping your toes. And I know we are all so grateful to you, Frank, for regularly coming and playing. And there's so many people sending in lovely messages. Thank you, Chad Hutchinson. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Fiona. Wonderful songs today. And Frank Crombie, brilliant concert. Mary Spate. Thank you, Mary. And Doris Hepburn. Lovely. Edith. Lovely to have you with us. And Jean Fakeney, as always. So share with your friends, because I don't know how to do that. Pat Wilson and Chris Nuttall. Lovely. We'll see you next week. Effie McLean. They're all signing off. And in Amul, welcome in Amul. And Jamie Sutherland and Aileen Beard. They're all sending loads of messages. Absolutely. So thank you so much. And we'll see you next time. Thank you, Frank.
Pleasure.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.